Hey guys, so I'm just going to make a quick little video on how I can sniper uh, SFPs with EXO charts. So you can use this high, low time frame. I like low time frame. I'm a low time frame sort of trader where I like to get into positions low time frame and then swing them for a day trade. So we'll use this area here, and then I'll look at this area here and I'll show you sort of how I approach an SFP. We're looking super low time frame. I'll show you a high time frame one as well, but this is super low time frame, so this is the SFP that I want to look at. So what it is, I mean, this could have been one here, but it never turned into an SFP. So what it is we're obviously watching price coming up to a significant level, or a level that we're interested in. This is also a 3-day level. So you'd be watching price coming up into this level, thinking to yourself, all right, we're looking for shorts up here. There's zero reason to be looking for a long, especially when we've had such a large move like this. Anybody that's buying, say, in around this area here is just asking to get trapped. This is like, let's just say, not very smart money, not very smart understanding of where we are on the charts. Yeah, okay, so this will be the SFP. So obviously at the time of this, obviously at the time here, this could be a genuine move. It's something that I wouldn't trade, and I think most people that have an understanding of sort of support and resistance, and identifying that this is resistance, like you can see where we are here on the charts, it's clearly resistance. There's lots of resistance here. Once we do break this level, I think we're going to pump. I think we're going to pump pretty hard, at least up to here. Anyway, that's not the story. Okay, so let's go back down here. We're trying to snipe the absolute top of this move here, because we know where we are on the charts. We know what we're doing. We're trying to identify the level. Like, this could have been an SFP here, but obviously we needed price to come above for it to be a swing failure pattern. Okay, so we'll look at this price here. So I've put the daily level on EXO charts. This is the daily level. So this is the price action that we're looking at right here. So what you can see is, as we're coming up into the daily, into this level, the move looks good. It looks not too bad. You can see we have increases in open interest, so new positions opening. So when open interest is increasing and price is increasing, that's obviously new positions coming in. When open interest is increasing, and price is going down, that's new shorts coming in. Now this open interest is just more of like an extra confluence. So in this sort of strategy, I wouldn't really call it a strategy, I'd just call it more confluence. So yeah, so what you can see is, we're getting some volume to the upside. Not too much. This is really low volume, really, but this volume's been pretty weak lately. So you can still see though, we're getting some volume. Price is pushing up, and then we can see that as we approach this level here, so this looks strong. This could keep going, but as soon as, so what you can see is 1.7 million. I'll just break this down a little bit here. So this is the volume. So there's 2.1 million volume. There's 1.7 million positive delta. So that's 81% of 2.1 million is new longs coming in. So bullish, especially when it's 81%. Obviously when it's a bit lower, it's not as bullish. So you can see prices in volume is increasing to the upside with positive. So 1.7 million, 2.3 million, 4.2 million. So this is good. From this candle here, actually it looks good. So what you would actually want to see for a genuine move to the upside is this constantly increasing or being roughly the same as coming up, and the extra confluence would be that open interest keeps rising. Excuse me. Yeah, so what we're seeing here on the level, we see price coming up. So this looks good. This looks good. Looks like we could keep pushing here. But then when we get to this top of this move here, right, this candle here, we would definitely want to see more volume coming in, more positive delta coming in, so more longs opening up for it to be genuine. But instead what we get is volume, buy side volume, just completely dies off here. But then huge sell volume is coming in, so there's sellers entering the market here. And as you can see, we have 9.7 million volume, then we have 4.7 million delta, which 48%, so 50%, so roughly 50% of 9.7 million is shorts. And then what we can see is lots of selling imbalances coming in, pushing price down. So this here is pretty much a textbook SFP, super low time frame. So this is the SFP we're trying to trade. Now, the best way to get into these SFPs is to come down and trade the retest of the level. Right, so you identified that this is an SFP. So what you can do, you come over here. You could even go even lower time frame, and you fib from the high to the low, right? To the low of the move. I mean, you could have went this one, and then what you do is you stack your orders at the 3.8, the 50, the 618. Your stop loss, obviously, is the swing high, the SFP, because as soon as we go up to that, we invalidate that level, and then you could try and snipe another entry, like SFPing the SFP. So this is how I got into this entry. I got into this entry today. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So you can see price new longs coming in, positive open interest, so increases in open interest up to a key level on the chart. So this is what you got to remember, that we're at a key level in the market. So you have to take all those things into context obviously. So that's basically in a nutshell how I can snipe some pretty crazy low time frame SFPs. So let's have a look. We'll have a look at this one here as well, because this is an SFP as well. Let's see, so this is the level we're trading here, and on the charts, whoops, on the charts, that's this level here. You can see price coming up into a key level, right? So what we're looking for is an SFP of this level. Go 1 hour SFP. Go to the 5 minute. Same deal. So we don't see. So this is one confluence that we don't have. Remembering this is super low time frame, so open interest is actually decreasing, not increasing. But what we do have is volume. Positive delta is coming in. So see some new. This is super low volume. I think it's just everything that's going on the market. This is usually pretty high at moves like this. But what you can see is 1.4 million, 6.5 million. So looking good. See, this is where I would start thinking something's not right here. The volume starts to die off. So it's still positive, it's still there. We could still push off of this volume, but definitely would want to be seeing, you know, an increase, especially here. Look, 95% of the 1.5 million, well, nearly 100% of it is new longs. This is someone market ordering, and then same here. So someone is trying to push price up. I don't know who the heck would be market ordering into such a key level. So, and then you can start seeing it dying off, and then you can start thinking to yourself, this would be a really good time to trap these people for a scalp trade. So, and then as you can see, as soon as we come up to this level here, you'd want to see this just continuing up, and then we're going to test it daily again. But look what happens. Volume just completely dies. And then what do we get? We get volume to the downside. So we get sellers coming in. We get selling imbalances starting to come in. And then you can obviously see price get pushing down off of that. So that's a way that you can trade these little micro SFPs that end up being high time frame SFPs, where you would have got sniper entries. So this is what I've done. This is another one here. So you wouldn't necessarily, I mean, I can trade these because I can sort of see what's going to be happening. But what you want to try and do is identify the SFP. Yes, we're coming up. Volume's dying to the buy side. Come down. If high, below, you'd identify that this is the bounce right here. The absolute dream entry would have been the 618. Stop loss above the high. That would be the dream entry. But like I said, you can stack your orders in, even if you just want to start at 50. Get 38, 50. So obviously 38 is more bearish. Getting to the side of you want to start seeing a reaction here. But you got to remember, you know, this is a super tight stop loss. The risk is really low to the reward, so they're the trades that you want to try and catch. So I hope that makes semi sense. I mean, like, I'm only just like really starting to make these videos. It makes sense to me. I can see it, but for me to try to explain it, hopefully it helps a bit. So what we might do is I'll show you a high time frame Let's go, let's do the 4 hour. So, let's look at this one here. We'll just purely look at this as an SFP. We won't be looking at this as in where we are because we already know where we are in the market. If we're just trading this just off, just as an SFP and using EXO charts. So we'll come here and start the 4 hour. So what we'll be doing is we will be identifying that this is the high, and we're looking for this high to be SFP. See, this one would have been nice, but we're looking here. We're looking at this one right now. So what you would do? Where is this? 10:30. So this is it here. Leave that like that. So we're looking at this level. This is a level here. Okay. So you see, so we're looking at this high. We're watching price come back up to the top, looking to take the liquidity from that's resting up here. Yeah, see what you can see here. We're coming up into this level 5.7 million. Only 19% of that is positive delta, so new longs. So what we want to see is as we're coming back up to that level, what we want to be seeing is more volume than that, and we would like to see open interest increasing. And this is what I'm saying. This is what you can see here. See how open interest is increasing, price is dropping. That's what I was talking about before. So this is new shorts coming in. Remembering we're on high time frame here. Right, so when we're coming up to this level here, so we'll see 5.79. Yeah, looks good. So we're coming up 14 million, 24% of that's positive. So as we're coming up to this level, this actually looks pretty strong. But then you can see as soon as we start getting close to the SFP, is that, oh, let's get that exact. Let me just get this exact. So yeah, we can see we're coming up to this level. This looks strong, it looks good, the move looks good. But then as soon as we start to get close to it, look, you can see shorts start stepping in. The volume starts to die off. Then we get 8.6 million, 38% negative delta. So new shorts coming into the market. So this here is an SFP. So then you can be identifying that this is happening, and then you go down a super low time frame and try and jag an entry in this candle. So now if you want to try and trade this as high time frame SFP, you would need to wait for some sort of bounce to come. You would fib the top, say, let's just say we do this, let's just say we do this. This is like a real time frame. I should have should have tried to find a different example, but just doing this on the fly. So yeah, you want to see price coming down like this, and then you want to wait for that bounce. This is the entry. That's the safe entry. So say fib, move down, then we identify the bounce. We ladder our shorts in all the way up to the 6.6 stop loss above the high. Might look a little bit cleaner on I mean, this could be the bounce here. That could have been the bounce, to be honest. If you wanted to get into it like that, this move here, this could have been the bounce. And this could have been, you could have started stacking your orders here. But I'd probably like to see, especially at high time frame, probably like to see it more come down. Then we'll fib that move. But that's why coming over here, I've already sniped the absolute entry. Here, already sniped the entry that I'm looking for. And once this is done, what you can do is if you can come down here, once you get 1 to 1, say 2 to 1, you move your stop to break even. You don't necessarily have to take profit, keep your position size the same, and what you can do is move your stop to break even, so it's almost a winning trade apart from the fees. What you could do is you could take 25% to cover the fees, but this is how you snipe crazy entries using this semi-watt of a strategy with EXO charts. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, but at the moment, this is a beautiful SFP that I've actually caught the move around this area. Just leave it at that. Let's see. My entry was around this part there in the candle here. So that is what I call, that's what I call sniper entry. And I'm going for the bottom of the range. And what I mean by that, going to the bottom of the range, point of control. So at the moment, and we had all those levels to the upside too, we obviously had I think 3. This is what I've been lining off. I've been sharing it in my Discord and showing that these are the levels that I'm looking at. So was this naked point of control? I think it's on this one too. Sometimes these are different. Yeah. So you can see we have the 2 naked point of controls here. At the moment, this is pretty much a risk-free trade for me. And yeah, that's how I snipe the entries using EXO. So hopefully this helps. I know this video is a little bit long. I was going to try and make it short, but it's pretty hard to explain. EXO, yeah, so I suppose it's not as in easy, but it's definitely plays out a lot. And when you see them all the time, especially if you just get EXO, chuck EXO up on one of your screens, or if you're lucky enough to have screens, but just chuck it up on your computer and you just watch it, just watch price coming up to these levels, and you can sort of see. So what you want to see for a genuine move to the upside, you obviously want to see volume increasing. You want to see buying imbalances increasing. So you want to see open interest increasing and then keep increasing. You don't want to see no stall in the market. And then when you start seeing these sellers coming in, it's definitely a sign that this potentially could be an SFP. But yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit. Might be a little bit confusing, but I've done this like a million times, so it's sort of like easy for me. But yeah, I hope you get some sort of value out of that. I might just keep making like these sort of like small videos, or like even in the Discord, I will start posting more as we're coming up to these potential SFPs. they're just really hard. I don't want to be the guy that's, because I get stopped out all the time. I get stopped out a lot, like, and I don't want to be the guy that's like, you know, I don't want people to be like trying to follow something, lose money from, you know, because I will be in a trade and out of a trade in seconds flat if I see something I don't like, and it's really hard to, I suppose, relay that. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully, guys, enjoying these videos. I like making them, so I suppose that all that matters really. I don't really care if you like them or not. I just like to make them. I think it's fun, and I'm bored most of the time, sitting in front of the computer just waiting for trades to play out. Sweet, guys. I'll catch you later.